Alright. Let's win some action. Let's do some fury. We gotta take some fury, man. We gotta get this from these guys. They are wasting it. Absolutely wasting it.
It was during the Horus Heresy that the influence of chaos first drove Space Marine against Space Marine. Cronus witnessed some of this terrible fighting, and the heretics of those ancient times left behind them terrible artifacts. In the desolate Ares Badlands stood one such talisman, an ancient icon of the blood god Khorne. With war sweeping Cronus once more, a demon within the icon awoke. It fed on the souls of those slain in combat, and promised gifts to whoever would slake its thirst for blood. Even the warriors of the Imperium ended up feeding the fiend as they fought across the Badlands to prevent others from claiming this prize. The faithful tried to ignore the whispers the demon slipped into their minds, but every death still fed its dark appetite. In the end, whoever controlled the Ares Badlands would gain a measure of the demon's fury, allowing them to launch attack after attack against their enemies.
And that's what we want. To attack and attack and attack. I want to beat back all of my enemies. So we're taking it. This is ours now. It's going to be orky. It's going to be nice and green. For Gork and Mork. Yeah, for Gork and Mork. For Spork and Blork. For Mershmihur. You know. And since it's Necrons, we won't have to worry all too much. We are the antithesis to the Necron force, so we'll be able to kick their butts. Just like our ancestors did. The Quark. It's kind of sad, though, that the Quark no longer exists, and the Orcs are the only ones that exist. Because the Quarks are just, ugh, mean. I think our Orcs are mean. Just wait. They're like Blackrock Orcs from the fantasy realm, I'm sure.
Orcs is written and please, no more kissing.
Yes, yes, yes. The beating shall continue until morale improves. You should know better. I always like the fact that they just hit shit with hammers. They're just like wrenches and hammers. Everybody else, well, you see some worshipping, you see some other crazy crap, but you never see anybody just beating stuff with hammers. Okay, great. Don't need to worry about it right now. What we want to do is secure these perimeters. These two fronts, I should say, perimeters. There's the perimeter of our base, but this is where the Necrons are going to come through, is through the right and through the left. And we're going to make sure that when they come through, we can put a boot up their butts. We're just take and squeeze them. Squeeze! And this is a good place if you're looking to get the achievement. So the 3-to-1 ratio, or is it 1-to-3 ratio? I think for every one of us who dies, you got 3 of them who die. It's really easy to get it here. And something to note, depending on which faction you fight, dictates how much blood needs to be spilled. For the Necrons, it's just 70. Against us, it's 70 as well, so you have to be careful. Because again, Orcs are good at dying. They really are good at dying. So, just think. Be smart. I know it's very hard for some Orcs, but thankfully, we've got the brains, they've got the bronze. We can do this. Hopefully. Worst case scenario is we have to do this all over again. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
We're gonna make it nice and strong. Build it right up.
We need big ball. We need big war banners. The big ball shanners. Okay, get on that. Thankfully, we've got the infiltration now, so we don't have to worry about them dying. As though we really had to.
Hello?
I think we can just take and Come on, come on. You're taking your sweet-ass time.
Okay, all right.
There we go, Billy.
We're gonna make it nice and strong. Please, no more kicking. What's it? What's it?
Come on.
On our way.
Send me to the fight.
I'm gonna get these built. And see, it shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. On one hand, I hate the fact that Necrons are taking their sweet-ass time. On the other hand, I am just thirsting. I am thirsting myself to have this done and over. Because let me tell you,
Who's there?
the Necrons
Time to build
will kill you with boredom. They will kill you with that.
Build it right up for you. What's it? What's it?
Oh, that machine sound.
Build it right
The
up
machine sound is right here in the generator. Alright, you know what? Let's go out. Let's be aggressive.
Where's the orcs?
Let's have the default aggression. Default aggression that we need to defeat our enemies and drive them before us.
What's it?
Much like Conan did.
I'm the big boss.
It's always good to have a default aggression. What are you doing, buddy? You awake? Here's our buddy. He's awake. You see that? He just murdered one of our guys. You see how easy that was? Yeah, see, when you hear that, you know shit's about to get real. There. Here's our first. So we've got 2 thus far, which is good. Yeah, tear them apart. Rip their heads off. Rip the heads off and put them on me pointy stick. Yeah, could you imagine you sit here having Necron coming up, the dynasties coming up, and they're like, oh, these orcs, these filthy, disgusting orcs, how could we ever lose against them? And then you've got like 4 or 5 Necron heads on some pikes, and you're like, yeah, fight me. I bet you that's still spooky. Even if you were a machine, you have some kind of intelligence. You're gonna sit down and say, wow, this is not good.
Up yours. I'm the big boss.
They're capturing a relic. Oh no, a relic. Whatever will we do? I'm scared. I'm real scared. Hey, did he wake up? Okay, I was gonna say, if he woke up, I was gonna laugh and my guys just beat the shit out of him again. He's just like, oh, yeah, there he is, he woke up. He's like, oh, shit, violence. I better stop these orcs. Yeah, come on, fight my orcs. Come on, man. Don't you want to swing your little scepter at him? Make him feel good? Don't you like the fire, too? I like a little bit of fire. Fire up my life, right? And we haven't had anything from the others, so I'm guessing they're either locking and loading very slowly, saying, well, you know, slow and steady will win the race. But I'll tell you what, the reason why the hare lost wasn't because the tortoise won. It was because the hare lost. Remember that. Just because you think you can go slow doesn't mean you should go slow. Especially against an enemy such as the orcs. In our case, the Necrons, getting more powerful over time, we're crumping them pretty good, so they're not going to be able to speedball their way into anything good. Dead. Grips his ankles and dies. Why? Because he knows the gripping of ankles is worth it. I'm trying to leave these monoliths alone. Because these monoliths, oh, the obelisks, I guess. The obelisks alone just because they do give them time, and I need them to keep coming up so I can keep murdering them. So it's not helping me to just keep destroying them. And we need some good old-fashioned bullets. A big old pile of guns, kids. We need a big old pile of guns. There, see, these guys are upgraded. They're upgraded. My boys, they ain't upgraded yet. And so he finally killed 2 of my guys. Thank goodness. Thank goodness they're succeeding in killing 2 of my guys. Thank goodness. For 16, man, they're doing a real piss poor job. Yes, yes you are. You're the big boss with the big toys and the big treasure chest, and no one can say otherwise. No one really wants to say otherwise, I mean, shit. Honestly, if he was leading us to victory, I wouldn't say shit either. I'd just be like, yeah, you know what? You're the biggest, strongest, whatever else is out there, and you can do whatever you need to do to win. Thanks. Oh, I need 300. I need 300 for that upgrade. I might be getting shot up, but you got War, man. You got the War boss right there. We can do this. We can crush these pathetic robot boys. With our flamethrowers and choppers. You think, you have to sit here and understand astrophysics on an innate level to be a Necron. And you're getting defeated by a bunch of primitives with sticks and ramshackled buildings. Hey, look at that. Look at that little you. The Ultramarines. The good old Ultramarines. Everybody's favorite chapter, right?
You must kill more of them.
I'm trying. There's just so few of them. You're asking me to bleed a stone here, man. Bleed a stone. You know how hard that is to bleed a stone? It's very tough. And see, now these guys, these are the ones you really got to watch out for, because they will end your units. Because they'll sit here and you see how they're damaging our morale? Morale gone, we have a bad time. That's why you always try and keep your leader alive, so that you can sit here and keep crumping. Don't crump. Get crunked. Come on, go down, go down. There we go. You see, we still have fighting going on. Come on. Come on, I want a 3-to-1 or a 1-to-3 ratio here. Not 3-to-1, but a 1-to-3.
Just a few souls.
Because it's always, you know, how much you won versus how much you lost. I always prefer to say the losses first to how much you actually gained. Because again, we come in, we got 5. We only lost 5 out of 56. 5 to 56, that's not too bad.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey, look at these big boys.
Is best.
Yeah, big is best. Just ask me. The bigger they are, the better they are. Just ask any orc, he'll tell you.
Ready for stomping? Big is best. I'll show 'em a trick or two. That's what I was thinking.
The typical British.
Big is best.
Come on, crush him. Crush him. Beat him with your sticks. Beat them. I feel so bad. You wake up and you're like, holy shit. Who are all these savages beating me with sticks? And oh no, they've cut my face open. Oh no, they've cut my back open. Oh no, they've broke my spine. Now I'm dead. You have to admit, they make you kneel quite a bit. Kneel in submission to our orcish behaviors. If you know what I mean. Oh yeah, these are the worst. These are the worst. They phase out of existence as soon as you shoot them, and they stand there like, haha, see? And if you let your units actually fight on their own, they will attack them while they're in that next dimension. So we want to make sure if you're dealing with them, you deal with them properly. With bullets. Plenty and plenty of bullets. What are you doing? You coming back? You want some more crumping, man? Don't worry. We got plenty. I got plenty of it. I got 50 cases of the stuff, man. 45 pounds, 385 kilos. Well, it's there. You know what? I'll say can keep the flash gets for later. Oh, it'll be out there. I really wish buildings paid towards it, but they don't, unfortunately. Yes, we've got to stop killing those, because if we keep killing those, the Necrons aren't going to be able to rebuild fast enough for us to keep crumping. I don't even think we have too many stories with the orcs versus necrons. I think there's very few of them, just because of how... Oh, no. See, these are the only thing I worry about, because these will destroy you. These will destroy everything you love and hold dear. They will. And they don't care. Thankfully, we have enough power claws that I think can destroy them in melee, so I don't think they're gonna... What's funny is they did upgrade to, like, anti... Like, they have a little blaster. It's like, that blaster isn't gonna save you, buddy. He's dead. You're going to be dead, too.
The blood god shall be yours.
Oh, yeah. Power of the blood god. The blood god has favored us from the grave. We got fury. No, I wanted the... come on. Come on. That was so easy to get. Well, I guess I'll take my frustration out on some Imperial Guardsmen, shall we? And get some Storm Boys on top of that. I would like to get some Storm Boys. Those are very good at recon and capture. Let's see, though. It's, I could get a Nob Squad, too. I could do that. No, I'm going to take on Alexander. Lucas Alexander and his Kronos 1st Regiment. Oh, look at this. Look at that man's sassy face. He's like, yeah, I'll take it on, man. I'll take it on. Don't worry. Let's see how well they do against some orcs. Some orcish boys. Some real greeny beanies, you know? They're gonna regret this. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we're in the swampland, so this should be pretty good for us. Normally, orcs do pretty well in swamplands.
What do you want?
Not only because we don't need vehicles, but we can also blend in with the environment if we strip off armor. Believe it or not. The more you know, the more you know.
Alright.
I want to get stuck in with the boys.
I'm not doing anything. Yes. Gretchen is ready. Which way?
It now belongs to the
I'll do
orcs.
it.
Green is best.
Yes, it is. That's why we're here, boys and girls. It's why we're here, to make everything green again. The green world is a good world, as they say.
Yours. Where's the orcs and you is not?
I just love how he's kind of wonky, just kind of wobbles left to right. So he's just slinging the weight of that suit. I wonder if that even has any power going to it, you know? I wonder if that's actually helping him or actively being a detriment to him.
What's it?
I'm gonna take and put our mech boy with these guys. And we need more requisition points.
With the boys. Where's the orcs and you is not to be beat?
Yeah.
Where's the
Good old arrogance. Good old arrogance. The thing is, as long as you keep winning, nobody's going to take and call you out on it. As soon as you lose, somebody will call you out on it. It's much like the real world. Nobody cares so long as you keep bringing in the cows. Nobody cares as long as there's beef on the table. Nobody cares. But as soon as there's not, as soon as there's a hiccup, an issue, those who are covetous of power shall raise their hands and say, I want to be the new war boss. It's like this mech boy. I mean, the mech boy is about the same size as our war boss, so I'm sure he has just as much authority.
Invent some kind of machine that makes walking faster.
Yeah, some kind of machine that makes walking faster. He certainly hates walking. I mean, I understand. If you're missing a foot, of course you want to sit here and have somebody drive you. I know I do.
On our way. Yes. Build it right
Some big
up.
walk. No, get over there and work. You, get over here and work.
I have the power of Gork and Mork.
I'm Gorkin while I should be Morkin, and Morkin while I should be Gorkin. That's not good. I bet you the 1-to-3 ratio is probably going to be very tough to get on hard.
I'm not doing anything.
Just because it's going to be like, well, you know, you're not really getting a 1-to-3. You're actually...
What's happening? What's going on? Where are we going?
I have the power
Okay, so that's been captured.
and
So where art thou? I know you're up. I know they're up in this area generally. I don't know if they have 2 bases or 1. There's Alexander. Come on, fight me. Yeah, fight me. Yeah, yeah. Your little las guns aren't going to do enough for me. Sorry. I've got bullets. I've got real guns. I've got kinetic arms against lasers. It's kind of funny how 40K ends up making laser technology look like a joke. It's like, in something like XCOM, lasers are great. Lasers are very effective. In this, no, lasers are just a small little light bright in the darkness that you would just take and put underneath your chin and it would just shine a bright light for scary Halloween stories. That's all. Yeah, look at that. Just mowing these boys down like crazy. This is why I like fighting the Imperial Guard to a certain degree, because they do have a lot of guys, and they're very easy to take down. Very, very easy, as you just saw. It's what happens if you don't fortify your locations and hide in your buildings. And sadly, the AI never does that. Because you could hide in these buildings, that would provide you more defense. But instead, the AI is just like, no, just run the units out there. Surely the units will be able to hold them back. Like, they think these guys are tough enough to take on my boys. My boys. Look at this. Look at that. You ain't winning. You ain't winning. You dying. It doesn't matter if you have a commissar shooting you in the back of the head. You're not making it out of this alive. It's just a fact of life, buddy. Come on, buddy, holy. It's time to burn them out. And see, what's funny is these burners would be fantastic at taking out any fortified structure. As soon as you're able to get that fire in there, it would expand, and it would wipe out anybody inside if they didn't run out immediately, and if they ran out, you just gun them down. Did that a lot during World War II, when flamethrowers were in their prime. It's kind of funny. It's even funnier the fact that we don't actually use it all too much anymore. Almost nobody uses flamethrowers.
What's it?
In favor of like a shotgun or something else that's less dangerous and easier to port. Huff. 'Cause, I mean, could you imagine just having a box of kerosene on your back when you're trying to blow towards somebody just takes and pops the back and just blows the whole thing up? Catches you on fire and everybody else. It's crazy. Makes a big bang boom, you know? Look at that. Look at these. Look at this pathetic squad of 5 guys. Where's my burgers and fries, man? Oh, come on. That was easily... Did I not kill enough of them? Did I need to kill more of them? Is that what I need to do? Yes, it's... Oh, 3... Okay, I knew it. It was a 3-to-1, not a 1-to-3. So it was a 3-to-1. So kill every... kill 3 of them for every 1 that we lose. So, yeah. Ugh. Oh, you Imperial Guardsmen have failed me again. I'm not even playing as you and you've upset me. Let's see. Let's get the Bigger Claw. Bigger Claw replaces Standard Claw. It gives you another rung, I do believe. Yep, it just gives me another rung. Makes it even meaner looking. It's a very mean looking claw. And how much damage does it get? Yeah, about 300 more damage. Get a Mega Claw next. Ooh, baby. Baby. Okay, let's see. What does this say? If you thought your claw was chopping them up before, you gotta try this custom job. What were the other ones? So the skulls show off your skulls of your enemies in a nice pointy stick, and the big mechs have made your armor even better and more orky. Because you're the best orc. You're the best, boss. You're the best. It's like your ass kissing has been quality and noted.